if you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
do for me, girl? Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Means you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road.
Let's see. Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. We got the homie in the building. It's been a minute, but much welcome. Let's get some proper introductions for the homie, man.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Hey, I know I missed a couple Music Mondays, Hey, that's how I go. But, hey, I was able to make today. So, yeah, let's go, man. I see topics we talking about the Tory situation and everything. I mean, I don't really get the 3 Tory, but I guess.
Yeah, I'm curious where Drake was going with this. I didn't really cover that, but I also wanted to cover, and I'm glad you're definitely on for this one because Dame Dash, apparently he's
I saw that too. I saw that. I saw that before you put that as a topic. Yeah, like it's something about like he pretty much like lost Roc-A-Fella now at this point.
Yeah, he still owns shares to it, but now he's being I guess he refused, and this is all alleged and opinionated base, everybody. Also smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. But yeah, Dame Dash is being forced to sell off some shares because of some, lawsuits that he, lost. And this happens from time to time when people don't want to pay. Not saying Dame Dash don't got the money, because at one point I think his highest peak of his net worth was $60 million. So definitely, I don't know where he's at now. And then you got to take these networks with a grain of salt because, I mean, you don't know. They're only from what they can see from the view and picking what that stuff is worth. But when you actually, calculate it, it's probably a lot more. And they probably don't want the IRS. That's why nobody probably ever challenges to confirm or deny because it's probably more. And that means they're probably going to owe more in taxes because they're not getting away from that.
Well, and I mean, say 60 million, but is that all just in his or with his assets and all involved?
That's assets and stuff. That's what I was trying to get
at. Yeah,
and
I'm sure Roc-A-Fella was probably taking up, I say probably 80% of that.
Okay. Well, his net worth to date is a lot lower than that reportedly.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that 60 million, I'm sure a lot of that was, like I say, his Roc-A-Fella shares.
Most definitely. We got a new subscriber, Lunch. Just subscribe. Appreciate the subscription, homie. Smash that like button as you come in and up out of here, guys. But yeah, Roc-A-Fella was a great deal of probably what his net worth is. But I respect Dame Dash as far as a hustling mentality. You know what I mean? Whatever happened truly between him and Jay-Z, I don't think the story will ever be fully 100% told because Dame Dash has spoke how he's felt on the situation several times. Jay-Z kind of I don't like how he left, to keep it 100. He just kind of, he didn't say nothing. Not saying he had to, but I mean, just if me and you was in business together and then you see me starting to get a side deal and I just don't say nothing to you at all.
So, I mean, you cut a side deal with them? Yes, you did. Well, I know what you say, but yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't you feel some type of way though?
Well, yeah, but look at it like this. When you okay, so Okay, let's put it in this perspective because that's good. So, okay, in that same way, like you just explained it, but if I was starting to treat this like, okay, show up at this time, be here at this time, this, that. We got to make sure this, that. Where now it's not a partnership where we're doing it together. It's more like I'm expecting you to be here at this time and to be this way and to be ready to talk about this. Now I'm treating it like this is a business and you work for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
And
you think?
and that's probably how Jay-Z was feeling because, like you say, he started to treat like Dame even said, "Don't talk to my artist without me here." Hold on, player. First off, I'm not your artist. We started this together.
Yeah.
Like, so you know what I'm saying. So, like I say, once again, like, yeah, if you could have deal off to the side, but why? Because I'm making you be punctual, making sure
Right.
making you clock in, clock out.
Yeah.
So
And
and I'm sure that that's this how the situation ended up being.
yeah, because from what I got from the side, I don't know if any of it's true or not, but what I got, the whole Dame Dash, and you can't help but talk Dame Dash. When you talk Dame Dash, Jay-Z name can't help but come up. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that nobody, from what I got from, nobody knew what the hell he had did all that. They just kind of woke up like, hey, yeah, we doing this. Y'all ain't performing. I am. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I mean, we kind of saw like the subtleness of it back then. Remember with the infamous Hard Knock Live tour? Remember when the jackets said Hard Knock Live tour, Def Jam,
yeah,
and then we complained. He said, "Why did you say Roc-A-Fella?"
yeah. He didn't know. He didn't know what was going
Yeah,
on. But
he exactly that was a
to keep it
subtle.
100,
That was
it
a
was
subtle way
happening
of it
before his.
happening.
Yeah, it was happening right before his very eyes. He just didn't
Mhm.
realize it. He saw the signs. He probably,
Well,
he
but you
left.
got to think though, Dame. Like the tour was funded by Def Jam. Like
Mhm.
Rockefeller didn't have the money to fund that stuff at that time.
Yeah,
Like
not
you
on
got
the
to think.
level of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because you got to think. You're not just taking. Because for one, we already know Jay-Z is going to be top bill, and we already know he's going to be the most expensive one. Whatever. We already know that. But then you got to think. He's not only taking Jay-Z. He's taking fucking Beanie Siegel. He's taking Freeway. He's taking what's those two dudes he had.
Uh, Shit. I remember like they did that. They had like these are kind of like one hit wonders, low key. Who you talking about? That
Yeah,
one.
but you know what I'm talking about, though.
What was their name? It was like they did that song, like they sampled another song, like "There's no better something." But
Yeah,
I
but you
yeah,
you know, yeah,
I know what you're talking
exactly.
about. Yeah,
So like I say, they're gonna have to take Memphis Bleak. Come on, you
Memphis
can't forget
Bleak.
him. So you gotta think they're gonna have to take all these people were gonna be on tour also, you
Yeah,
know, and the lifestyle that
what was it?
Dame
Two Guns or something like that. Two Guns. They had. What's the? I'm thinking of the group. I'm listening, but the group.
it'll come down. I'm sure it'll come to
Yeah,
you.
Two Guns
But
or something like that.
you know what I'm saying? So and like I say, with the according to Dame, the lifestyle he lives where he only wears things once and throws it away. I'm
Oh,
sure
the
you want
white T-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you weren't the only one that incorporated that. So you gotta think about that for seven dudes.
I bet you you're not doing that no more.
Man, this dude had to go get a Procast deal.
Young Guns is who we were thinking of.
He had to go get a Procast deal. you know?
Hey, he was trying to push them joints, man. I ain't never ever thought about ever buying no Pro Kids.
I
I
ain't
don't
never heard nobody say, "Hey, man, you getting those Procast when they drop."
not to diss or hate on the people that's rocking them. If you like them, by all means. But yeah,
Oh, this is a little side note too. Like I said, I wasn't able to catch last week's either over the weekend, but I saw like where you covered the New Balance thing, and I just wanted to just come back and say, "See, told you, I knew it. I get that. I get that." I say, New Balance has Nike and sells, and like they may not be a bigger company, but I know themselves they gotta be up there. They're
yeah,
just a little side note.
yeah. I would say yeah. It's probably with Adidas falling off the way it is. Which sidebar real quick, and we'll talk more on it on Wednesday. You saw Ye. I know you don't see
Yo,
Ye.
yeah. What the fuck is up with him, bro? Why you like that's why would he say like that? They posted that without his permission, without like he didn't approve that colorway. That's clearly unconfirmed. That's straight up Adidas. They like, I mean, you know, like
This might
they don't need your for one. Like, what are you doing for one? Because you were seen with the owner of Adidas, but you were also seen wearing Nike gear. So
look,
what are you doing?
in my opinion, and it's been this way for a while. Allegedly, he has bipolar disorder. I think.
But we already know what the how how much he is to the industry across the board and the value that he brings. Like, I'm sure he has very strict guidelines and contracts. Like, you know, like just
Yeah.
because he's technically a free agent, I mean, you're still technically signed to Adidas, you know?
Oh yeah, they're not. You ain't. You know
So,
what
you
I'm
know,
saying?
like I
Yeah.
say, you can't cross brand like that, you know?
Yeah, like you. That's my thing. That's why I always said he should have just went on and finished out the deal.
He should have just stayed with Nike. He should have, bro, man. They would have literally made magic together.
Hell yeah.
But also, I feel like that eventually those 350s and stuff would have made their way over to Nike. If that would have been an ongoing relationship, those
Right.
350s would have eventually made their way over to Nike. Um, but it's still, I mean, I don't really see how. I mean, it probably would have been the same shoe, just with the swoosh instead of the three
Yeah.
stripes.
I don't even want to see that though. To be
That's what
honest.
I'm saying. It's weird to imagine, but
Yeah,
that's
that's why
what
I
it
don't
would
even
have
want to
been.
picture that. That's why my face kind of probably looks sideways. I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
what you're saying, and
but
you
that's what it
probably
would have
right.
been, you know.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let me touch the chat real quick. We got a few people coming in the building. Enter Ali says, "Long time no see. Hope y'all been good." With a smiley face. What up?
Hey, same brother, same man. Long time no see.
Most definitely. Hefe El Hefe in the building says, "Yo yo." He says,
Yep.
"I ain't buying no fake Yeezy from Adidas without Kanye getting money from it." And there you have it. So, do
So is
you
that okay? Okay, then is that what it is? Then are they fake because he's not getting profit this time?
that? But a bigger question is now that Ye is spoken out saying don't buy it. It's his. I guarantee you, his fans are gonna show up for this. I didn't even know they was gonna randomly drop them. They're supposed to drop on the
So you think they're
28th.
still gonna buy him or not?
I don't think so. I think Ye is very powerful voice. So I don't think so. What do you think?
Yeah. At this point, I think he's like Yeezys are dead, and not because of Ye, but because of Adidas and how they played around with them and how they try to prolong them and just keep them like they're like something like special to keep, you know.
Yeah,
And it's just everybody's just kind of lost like a distaste for them, you know.
yeah, but there's still a strong fan base out there, obviously.
Oh yeah, it's still a strong fan base, but like I say, I can guarantee you that that fan base. I say this: the same people who was all crazy about them this first round when they dropped, about 50% of that is gonna drop.
So you about half of that's probably gone already.
Yeah.
Like as far
So
as fan
so
base got you.
yeah, so how we were all like kind of going crazy over this previous drop when they dropped because it was like, oh, we haven't seen, you know what I'm saying? We haven't
Yeah,
seen Yeezys, and like this time around, isn't it's not the same feeling, you know?
yeah, true.
It's kind of like, okay, we see them dropping, but did you sign up for it? Did you get confirmed?
Nope,
Did
I
you?
didn't sign up for it, and
But hey, but this last go around, you were literally making damn near whole videos covering when these Yeezys are going to drop. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you
but
see, and it affected you too. Even when you know
yeah,
you don't want to think about it, but it affected you too. It affected, you know, like I say, it's just not the same. And like you said, I feel it too. Ye spoke out about it, and is Ye is bigger than Adidas. You know, his voice. You
yeah.
know.
I can see that he's up there. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of carried that company, and he knew it. In my
Oh yeah.
opinion. In
Oh
my
yeah.
opinion,
Like the last great time they had, I say, was probably with their tennis line when they were doing tennis and stuff. Like when the
oh, before
Williams
Ye,
sisters was with them. You know.
What is it? The what's the one joint? Stan Smith's. That's the tennis joint, right?
Stan Smith's, yeah. They got a lot of good classics, but I'm saying like as in when like getting like celebrity endorsement wise, like like I say, they don't got the pull or the money that Nike got, and I guarantee you that it probably damn near broke a lot of pockets to get Ye over there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. As he had one of the best. Think about it. If you go over there and it turned him into a billionaire, he had one of the best deals you could probably have given his current. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
I would have.
they probably signed him for $500 million.
Here's my thing. Like I would have easily re up on the deal, but it's just somebody who never seen. This is coming from somebody who never seen a billion or got close to it. Versus somebody who's used to seeing millions all the time.
Yeah, but you can't. It's like right now, you can't be on here and talk about your bosses and expect to go in tomorrow and expect that everything will be cool and like you're just gonna get to just work like everything normal.
Yeah. I mean,
Same,
you think they're
same
gonna notice?
situation, same situation. He talked about his bosses. Went in the next day. Hey, it ain't sweet no more, bro. you know.
Yeah. I mean, still, man. I don't know, but I always just tell you gotta lead professionally, man, if you want to lead. And that's what
Well, of course, and you can be frustrated with your job, of course.
trust me, you're looking it's
Exactly.
written.
You can be frustrated with your job. We've all been there,
I can
but
do a
you
whole
can't
live.
you can't rant. You can't rant and invent and explode to a group of to an audience of people about about your boss or a certain about people. You just can't certain things you can't do in public.
True. Hefe says Kanye didn't pick out the colorways. So apparently that's what it is. Because the design, I'm sure he was a part
So
of.
is that what it is then? Is that so he didn't pick the colorways?
Yeah.
That's what he's mad about.
Yeah. And I
So
can see
now,
that where it's like,
so he's saying that they're not official because he didn't get to pick the colorway.
yeah, that's the point. To keep it 100, I understand where you're coming from. If this is true, because
Well, yeah, but
he
I
did the
mean,
design, but like the colorway is kind of like that's supposed. Granted, we could say Michael Jordan probably didn't do that, but this is different. Ye is actually, you know what I mean. We're going off of it's different now that it's a Jordan get a pass because he just focused on playing ball. I guess you could say, well, yeah, he could focus on music, but it just plays different parts.
yeah, well, the way Adidas uses it, yeah, the way they see it is probably well, yeah, you signed a contract that we have full control when you signed for that $500 million. So don't complain now.
Yeah, he probably.
Like that, and he took the money, but he won't fulfill his end of the contract. Like they got 100% control, all likeness, names, branding, anything that got to do with the Ye line. Adidas owns now. As soon as you sign that K, it was over. Because back then you were Kanye.
Yeah,
So
Kanye West.
as soon as the K, that the ink on that K dried, it was over.
Once that pen touched that paper, he made that
once
first
you started
smoke,
drawing that line, once you started
that
drawing
first
the line for
squiggle.
that, but
Hey.
so that's pretty much how it is, and that's how they see it. Like
the guy at the
you
tip
pretty much
top of the thing was like, yes.
500 million bought 500 million bought you pretty much, and
It's not a bad deal though. It's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal, but when he probably used 300 million of that to get himself out of his music debt,
Yeah.
that money probably dried up pretty quickly,
True. But let's go ahead and get on Ding Dash. We're also gonna talk Drake speaking on Tory, Kodak Black finally being released, and what he did immediately when he got out, and then we'll close out with Mase.
Didn't he just do something again today?
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I don't know if you look at anything that's commenting under Kodak, it's like that dude must love jail. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's just a crash out, man. That's he's just a crash out.
I hope not, man. But let me share my screen real quick. we'll go to boom right here. Got the Dame Dash article up. Says ordered to sell his last Roc-A-Fella shares after failing to pay 823,000 judgment. Um, it says the label's co-owners Jay-Z and Kareem, and they got Biggs wrote in parentheses, which is his nickname. Burke reportedly objected to the move, so they didn't even want him to do this. But I guess the judge still had the final say so. So obviously, whatever it is going between, if there is any type of beef against Jay-Z, it can't be that deep because like Jay-Z would have been try to, like
look, think about it like this: personal beef and business beef are two different things. Like he may not like agree with him as a person, but business, like business is business, man. And I'm sure he don't want to see nobody on the streets,
True. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
He still want to see the man eat,
Yeah, he definitely.
You got to think they're from the same place, they got the same business mindset. So a businessman is more willing to help a businessman than he is to help just an average man on the streets,
Exactly.
like that businessman, like we talked about before, they're poor and our poor are completely different things.
Completely different things, yeah.
Like that, his poor is he down to his last 10 mil,
Yeah.
Jay-Z send him 5 mil. Hey, get back on your feet,
Yeah.
That's that I'm broke. I'm broke out here. I only got 10 mil to my name. Here go quick 5 mil. Get back on your feet. So a businessman is more likely to help a businessman. Even though he probably gonna fuck off that money and end up back in the same situation. But we businessmen, that's the risk we take.
Exactly.
So I can get it. But if he was come to him as a personal, you probably wouldn't help him out.
Yeah, like but it's good though. It shows that literally there's probably no that beef. If they actually just get a moment to sit down and talk, it probably could all be like
business is business, like that's always gonna be like they forever gonna be in business.
Yeah, and that's how it is. But let me read through this article. It says Dame Dash has suffered another legal blow after requesting a reduction in child support payments. The hip hop mogul was ordered to sell his remaining shares in Roc-A-Fella Records, the storied label he co-founded 30 years ago. According to the legal documents obtained by XXL U.S. Magazine, Robert W. Levenberger announced the decision earlier this month, saying the sale was intended to clear an $823,000 debt that Dame Dash.
What his shares worth though?
It's definitely got to be worth more than that.
It's got to be.
Yeah, like even if he had to sell off some, but his remaining, they're saying like that's it,
because that's less than $1 million.
Yeah, but you know how the legal system calculates it, and they know telling what the hell they got, trying to keep it where it looks like he don't have certain things. Who calculated where they get the true calculation of what that. That's my thing. Ain't no way. Like 822,000 3 ways. I mean, yeah, that's all over $1 million, but I imagine Roc-A-Fella still got
that. But that just lets you know that was Dame's his last. I'm gonna hold on to this until absolute. I have to,
Yeah.
So now, I mean,
wild.
He's not gonna go back to regular life, but
hell no.
I'm telling you, them white teas being one at least 2 to 3 days now. They get at least 3 days this time around.
It says the debt stemmed from a 2022 civil case in which film producer Josh Weber sued Dame Dash for copyright infringement and allegations that stemmed from his work on Dear Frank, in a 2019 movie starring Brian White, Claudia Jordan, Nick Tolero, Lil Durk, and Columbus Short. I ain't even seen this before. I gotta look this up. Dear Frank is the movie apparently where he lost. This is where he's got to pay back off. This says Weber accused Dash of trying to sell the film as his own and pitched it to several companies under a different title. The plaintiffs included murder. This is my thing. How do they know? How does he have proof of this though? What I mean?
So wait. So this guy made a movie. Dame pretty much just stole the movie as his own and tried to rename it and pitch it to these companies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, but how does he prove that?
That's very strange to do. Why would you steal someone's whole movie?
Yeah, that don't even sound like something he would do.
Like,
I don't know him.
You gotta think about it like this. Like this guy and his team, I'm sure, have sat there and wrote this whole movie out, and you saw it, and you're gonna sit there and write the whole thing out with you. Who knows? Because writing a movie, who knows how long it even took this guy to write this movie? He could have been writing this since his teens. Let's say, who knows? And you see it, and you're gonna pitch it to somebody. And now, what if they want to see the script for it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. You got all valid points, man. You should be the lawyer in this case, man. I'm serious. You know how this is usually my lines, but I mean, I can't even debate this because I see this is exactly accurate. You know,
I just don't get I don't get Dam's angle in this. That's all.
Yeah, like why does he need to do that? And then he's gonna memorize the whole.
Didn't you write movies? Or didn't you already have movies out? Like you wrote the Roc-A-Fella movies, and then they wrote them. What was that movie with Kevin Hart when they were breaking into houses?
I don't remember the title, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I seen that one.
State Property. That was the two movies, but then they wrote the one where they broke into the houses. If anybody knows that,
drop that in it in the chat. I'll probably have to Google it. Says Weber accused Dash of trying to sell the film as his own and pitched it to several companies under a different title. The plaintiffs, including Muddy Water Pictures, were ultimately awarded more than $800,000. However, Weber accused Dash of refusing to pay up and asked the court to go after his Roc-A-Fella shares.
Yeah,
homie wanted his bread, bro.
But see, a couple years back, wasn't Dame like he was pretty much trying to intimidate what's the guy? I can't remember his name, but pretty much the guy who wrote Precious.
Oh, I can't remember who wrote the joint.
Lee Daniels.
He was
the guy who wrote Precious because Dame loaned him money to I guess for the whole to write Precious and stuff. And Dame was hitting him up, hey, where my money at, man? And so now, now you want your money just like this man want his money.
Exactly. It says in March 2022, Dame wrote on IG below, says you have to lose some battles to win a war. Stay tuned. And then he put you'll never be me and I guess a hashtag and says
get out of 1999, man. Nobody has wanted to be you since. Come on, man.
Valid. He said, don't ever say you directed my movie. Actually did, indeed write the movie, So, and this is the Dear Frank joint. I have not seen it. And I guess so Weber's is Dear Frank, but Dame Dash's is called The List. So I guess it's supposed to be, if you watch them, it's supposed to be exactly the same.
So first off, where did they even cross paths to where something like this would even happen?
Exactly, man. I want to know what it's got to be one of those like Dames just didn't show up to court, because if you don't show up, that's automatically default lows. You automatically lose.
We just saw what Dame said. Stop trying to be me. You'll never have my movie or something like that. So clearly he don't feel like he's in the wrong.
The movie's only 830 or 850,000. Like, I mean, that's a good budget for a movie, but still, like that means
that's bro. Movies these days are what, 20 million
to
make?
Yeah,
and you got to think 800,000. That's entry level Tubi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to diss it, but it's like, bro, like, I mean, it's a lot of money, but compared to what
it's a lot of money, but
over what the Hollywood movie's supposed to bring in,
think about compare this that 800,000 compared to what it takes to make a Star Wars movie.
I don't even want Star Wars. Gotta be.
Exactly. So think about it. Put it in that type of perspective.
Off mode, real quick. Like for the longest, to me, like Star Wars and Star Trek always.
Hey! Before you say anything about that, don't piss off the fanboys and the fangirls.
My
So
bad.
choose your words wisely.
But you know what I was getting at. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let me
I was
read.
saying, just choose your words wisely because you got a lot of diehard fans.
I'm gonna just leave it alone. Let me read through
No,
the rest of the
I
article.
want to hear what you have to say, but still,
It's like I'm gonna say I never knew the difference between the two for real. That's what I was gonna say. I was
all I
gonna
know
word
is
it
this.
differently.
This is what I know. This is what made me differentiate. Star Trek was on TV. Star Wars was in the movies, and the one I knew, the one that was on TV had the dude from Reading Rainbow. He had the little thing over his eyes. Remember?
Yeah.
That's hard. And then he had the really white dude. Then the really ugly dude. His face was like that.
I don't know none of the characters' name, bro.
I remember this because I remember it on TV. I remember it being on TV, and so I remember the really white dude, the really ugly dude, and then the dude from Reading Rainbow with the glasses on.
Off mode, bro. We gonna get
You
back
know,
on top. But you're right though. I know what you're talking
the
about.
Star Wars had like the little robot and the gold robot and the Harry Chewbacca. Yeah,
Chewbacca. Yeah. I ain't watched an episode of
yeah,
neither
that's what I'm saying.
nothing.
The robot dude, the gold robot, and then Chewbacca.
I ain't watched the movies. I ain't watched none of that. Cause I ain't understand it. But let me get back on topic real quick. It says Dash, along with the imprint co-owners / founders Jay-Z and Kareem Biggs Burke, opposed the move, insisting that any major sell off required approval by the board of directors. Let's see. Judge pushed back on the argument and determined Dash shares were considered personal property. He also pointed out that the sale clause was adopted during a 2021 board meeting for which Dash was not present. So
There you go.
you got to show up for these
There you
meetings.
go. You
You know,
said that. You said that.
yeah, I'm saying
Well, like you said, he didn't show up, so he automatically forfeited his.
like any type of negotiation that's
Mhm.
going in, you need to be. I'm like
Yeah,
whether you want
by
to be
him
there or
not
not.
showing up, he just pretty much agreed to whatever terms they wanted.
Yeah. Says the question at the core of the instant dispute is whether the RAF bylaws prohibit probation on transfer and sale of Dash 1/3 ownership interest in shares of, and this is RFA, which is Roc-A-Fella, without the consent of Roc-A-Fella's board directors legally presenting sale to Dash interest. Yeah, they got a lot going on here, so I feel like he's probably gonna try to appeal this. You know,
No, he is.
yeah. Now whether it's gonna work, I don't know. Says the answer indisputably is no. Without jurisdiction to enforce a judgment entered by a federal court, the judicial power would be incomplete and entirely inadequate to pose for which it was conferred by the Constitution. So I don't think he's going to be able to just give it up like that. So yeah, he's definitely going to have to appeal this. Not saying the judge made the wrong call, but does the judge have the power to enforce that? Where if the other, because I think it's like majority rules though, and even though,
Well, but no, him not showing up speaks. It shows them everything they need to know. Think about this: if you are in a damn near $1 million legal battle, are you not going to show up? I want to hear every word, every sound. I want to know everybody in the room. I want to
hey,
know who's saying what.
off mode, but even Trump showing up to his joints,
That's what I'm saying. So come on now, you really gonna just throw something like that away like it's nothing on the fact that you believe that you didn't do anything wrong. Regardless how I feel, I'm still gonna show up, like I say, because I want to know everybody in the room. I want to anybody that say something, I want to be there to see what he said. You know,
Exactly.
like
Yep.
this is a lot of money that you playing around with. I'm not. I want to. Hey, I want to know everything that's said. That's I want to be there. I want to see what's going on.
This next line is crazy. It says Roc-A-Fella was given 180 days to deliver Dash stock certification to the U.S. Marshal Services, which will sell the shares as the public auction. Says Dash claimed Hove tried to buy his Rockefeller shares back in 2021, but was offended by the proposal payment of 1.5 million.
Probably
So
should
that
have
like
taken
there,
it, bro. Now he was giving you way more than what the shit's worth.
well, this is the thing. That's why I know Dame got to know it's worth more than just 800 some thousand. Like I know what you're saying.
How? And Jay-Z offered him 1.5 million for. I think Jay-Z knows a little more what it's worth.
I'm sure he
Tell me
does.
the better businessman in the situation at this point.
That's not fair, but yes, I get what you're saying. But Dame
Like I say,
obviously knows, like,
once again, Jay-Z is like, I can't just give it to you, but I'll buy the shares off you, you know?
yeah. So because he couldn't take it away from him, basically. So he's trying to do it the right way.
Yeah, like I say, he's like, I'll do you a favor. I'm not
And
gonna
I
just
put
give
that
it to
there.
you. I'm not gonna just give it to you, but let me hold on to your shares until you get on your feet and give me my money back. You know, and Dan probably wanted more, you know.
Oh, I could definitely assume that
And like I
reading
say,
from that.
clearly, if he's got to sell them for, let's just go and give a clean cut number. Let's say what 840, 850. You know, he got to sell them for 850. Let's just say Jay-Z offered him 1.5.
We'll see, man.
That's what 300 million, 300,000 more.
Yeah.
Damn near.
Says when I was offered a certain amount of money for my interest in Roc-A-Fella Inc., which owns Reasonable Doubt, they offered me like $1.5 million. Jay-Z and I was like, that's some disrespectful. He said, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's what Jay-Z offered him, $500,000. And he said, I was like, that's some disrespectful ish. He said during a 2023 interview with The Vote, so I guess I have to sell it someplace else. So he was openly probably, I guess, looking to try to sell it for more.
Okay, but okay. And I'm sorry. What think about it like this though? Okay, if somebody like Jeremy Jones, all the work that you put into Jeremy Jones, and somebody says, "I want to come buy your page for 20,000." I mean, let me give an absurd number. Somebody comes to you and say, "I want to buy your whole page for $1,000."
Oh, hell no.
I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? All the work, and like I say, Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's work. Nothing on the. I mean, yeah, Dame's name because he probably helped fund with the production cost and all, behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes it just as much his, but they're not seeing Dame when they see Reasonable Doubt.
They're saying Jay-Z.
Exactly. So despite how you feel about it and the work you put into it, like we once again say, nobody's paying for sentimental value, you know?
Yeah.
So, like I say, when we see Reasonable Doubt, all we see is Jay-Z with that white hat on, you know? Nowhere on there do we see, hey, damn, I'm checking this out because Dame's on it.
I don't even think of Dame when I think of like.
Exactly. So why is he trying to, like, I get where he feel like is more value because, like I say, he did put his efforts into it just as much as Jay-Z did. You know, he worked just as hard on it as Jay-Z. But for just for, is nobody sees you, Dame, when they think about Reasonable Doubt. So, like your value and the real value are gonna be two completely different things, you know?
Look how Biggs just stay low key behind the scenes. Like he collects whatever it's worth and keeps it moving, you know?
He's just getting his royalties. I mean, he was hot for a minute. He made his little rant about Jay-Z, but
Yeah, I don't even remember when he went off.
Dame is just still mad that he didn't get no check from Def Jam. That's all it boils down to. He could care less if Jay-Z would have left. He mad that he didn't get any type of money for it. That's what it boiled down to, in my opinion.
To keep it 100 though, out of all the people that were signed to Roc-A-Fella, even though they all made billions, who's the only one really still standing that's left from Roc-A-Fella? I mean, technically Ye and technically Jay-Z, but that's about it. Name somebody else from Roc-A-Fella. Not to hate on Roc-A-Fella or anything.
Well, In my opinion, like I said, I don't know how deep it go, but just as my assumption. I feel like everybody else that was on Rockefeller was put in place just to fund Jay Z. Like
Like,
they took the money they made off of like Beanie, off of Freeway, off of Young Guns, Meth Bleak, all these guys. I feel like that money just went into funding Jay Z.
and then they eventually just got him on the right place at the right time.
Well, when Jay Z, they not like everybody else just got overshadowed. Like they were just taking like the money from what they were making and just putting it into Jay Z. You know,
Yeah,
like because you gotta think, like all these guys were signed to Rockefeller, but Jay Z was pretty much the one that was consistently putting out music, and you know what I'm saying.
yeah, and
Being able,
that's what
everybody else on average had what junior album at most.
I was gonna say a single, but yeah, you're gonna be nice about
I
it
said they made it to I said at most a junior album.
if that, because I all these
Yeah.
like the Young Guns joint that I just named up. I remember their song, but I don't think they made it past like a couple songs. Just called a day.
Did they even make an album?
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like I don't think they even hit an album, yo. Like just to keep, I don't even think they made it to an album. No disrespect, to those guys. I mean, you still obviously you still got a deal, and they had one. They had that
Like I
moment.
say we even see what Jay Z said on the song. Made million means made million. When
Yeah,
they
he
said on
named
the
that. Yeah,
song. And that's true. I would say they probably were. They probably did make money. But like I say, like when they give me like when you make say this when your album make 10 million, they give you 2 million. The label get no, let's not even say they get 2 million. You make 10 million, you get let's say what maybe 200, 300,000. The label take obviously 800, and that other million go to Jay Z. You know,
yeah.
like come on, man, this is my work. How come he getting 1 million? I'm only getting 300,000, and you get 8 million.
Some people don't care though, because that'd be like the most money they ever had at one
Well, yeah,
time.
some people don't care, but some people do.
Yeah. Whenever it started, they started to see like basically they
Mhm.
eating steak and lobster. We still eating fast food.
Yeah, like I said, you're not gonna like it if pumping all these videos and YouTube's getting 90% of the currency from what you get.
I'm pretty sure that's happening right now, my brother.
Exactly. I said it's happening to to people everywhere, jobs, everything. So like I
Yeah.
said, like I get where they may feel that way. Like where and that's how I feel. I feel like their funds were getting put into Jay Z pause, and like I say, in the movies and stuff, your payment is that you were in it.
Yeah.
That there you go. Like, what you mean payment? Your payment was that you was in it. That's
Yeah.
what,
Just be happy happy we got
yeah,
you.
you can tell. Come on, look how like, come on, man. The movie was. You could tell that
The
was
budget was low, you know what I mean? They work with what
it
they
def-
had.
that probably wasn't even an $800,000 movie.
That paid in full joint went hard though.
What paid in full?
Yeah, paid in full went hard.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the state property movies and stuff.
No, yeah, you can tell
Yeah,
that.
those are their movies.
Yeah, that wasn't the best
You know what I'm saying, like their payment was that hey,
quality wise.
you was in the movie. That's your payment.
Let me hit the rest of the this article. It says Dash reportedly tried to sell the Reasonable Doubt as an NFT, but Rockefeller took legal action to squash that plan. The bottom line is simple: Dash can't sell what he doesn't own. So yeah, I'm assuming they're not going to get that money. The company argued, as reported by Rolling Stone, by attempting such a sale, Dash has converted a corporate asset and has breached his fiduciary duties. Okay, so I'm guessing he dropped the ball somewhere. It says his planned auction of Reasonable Doubt would result in inaccurable harm. The court should stop Dash from attempting to sell the copyright to Reasonable Doubt, require Dash to return the NFT of Reasonable Doubt, Roc-A-Fella Inc., and hold him accountable for his brazen theft on Roc-A-Fella Inc.'s most prized asset. So they're saying that's their most prized asset is that Reasonable Doubt album. So apparently, whenever he tried to do the sales, they pretty much said, not happening.
So is this like this has to be like a what? Is it like it has to be a three-way, like a three pause, or it has to be
Yeah,
unanimous? Everybody has to be in agreement.
correct.
So that lets you know off rip that Jay and Biggs are cool. That lets
Exactly.
you know off rip right there because
Yeah,
they're cool. Because Biggs was cool with, hey, I'm gonna offer him 1.5 for it.
yeah,
Like, and it just goes to show also that just how badly the relationship between Dame and his partners are, you know,
yeah.
or
Intro
ex partners.
ex partners. Yeah. Intor says, I gotta finish up work. Y'all folks have a good night. All right, homie. Cool, cool.
Yo,
So says Dame Dash faces $400 million lawsuit for allegedly stiffing photographer on payment. Now, this article just broke February 26th. So, which to the best of my knowledge is today. So, I mean, he can't catch a break right now.
what photo shoot cost 4 million?
Like I said, dunks you the attorney, man. It says the photographer is suing Dame once her initial case reopened due to the jury not understanding the damage occurred. So apparently the person already done lost. So they're trying to go back at him again. But I mean, like, what are you gonna present differently that you didn't present the first time?
What I want to know what photo shoot is worth 4 million. I'm still on that.
You ain't even got past that part. That
Like,
is yeah.
jeez, bro, come on,
What
chill.
who were they shooting? No pun intended, but like who were they
Like I
taking
just
pictures
like
of?
that. There's not even a camera like that's even worth half of that to even kind of justify the price. Like if there was a $2 million camera, then okay, cool. I know at least like you're gonna be looking for at least 1 million because the camera is 2 million.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? Like the camera is, I'm sure there's not even a camera that costs 2 million, 3 million. So what justifies $4 million for a photo shoot when all you're doing is you know? Or
uh,
the cameras like the paparazzi cameras where
I
it's
know what you're talking about, bro. You fucked up for that sound, though. Let me hit this article, man. It says Dame Dash has found himself in some new legal trouble with a photographer who claimed he cost her some major money. According to the court documents obtained by Hip Hop DX, the photographer Monique Bunn wants her case reopened regarding damages caused by Dash's alleged actions, which include not paying her for her photographs she took and he used. Why did you give him the photos if he ain't paid for them? So what you supposed to do, right? I don't care who it is. Say like if I do some work for somebody, I edit something, and you want them to pay you, you watermark it where watermark is hard to remove. You got to pay even extra money to remove it, and probably at that point, what it costs to remove it, you might as well just pay me what we agreed upon. But I say watermark your images so that way, hey, cool, he can't use them how he want to, and if he does use them, I got a clear cut win case because you can see the watermark, Mr. Judge. So I'm assuming, right, that person is, oh, here you go, I trust you. You're Dame Dash, you're worth millions. Nah, you want an even exchange. In America, let's just put it this way: you usually pay up front before you even receive your product. What are your
and
shoes? You need to pay
that's
first.
even that's even down to you can't even move your car from the gas pump before you pay for that gas.
Exactly, you're paying first.
You gotta
So
pay for your food before you even get it. So how you even know it's gonna be
exactly,
good?
exactly. You already gambling off rip. So I say all that to say, like, why would this photographer even put themselves in this position when you don't have to? Because they got, like I said, I just told you what options they got where they don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Let me read through the rest of the article. It says, not paying her. It says in the 285-page document. I'm gonna tell you right now, the judge ain't reading that whole all them damn papers. That's one of the reasons
They
right
got
there,
to.
huh?
So they got to.
Yeah. So, but you're not reading that. It's a damn book. Bond stated that Dash confirmed the price of the photographs and was aware that he did not pay her properly for using the pictures outside of their intended promotional use. The evidence at trial was unconverted established that each photo was worth 1,500, which that sounds more reasonable because remember this went from 4 million photo shoots, and now they're
I
saying
have not seen a photo shoot of Dame Dash where he just in a photo shoot.
we ain't been
Or
looking either.
unless he did like some type of like business for his business, you know?
Yeah. Says the evidence at trial was unconverted, established that each photo was worth 1,500, which should have resulted in a verdict of at least $384,000. So it's not 4 million, but 384,000 plus.
That's still a lot of photos for to equal to that amount.
Says Bunn's lawyer wrote in the memorandum of law, it is well known that professional photographers earn much of their income through licensing their portfolio of photographs, and defendants' actions destroyed Miss Bunn's economic prospects. The jury ignored the validation evidence and awarded 0 to Miss Bunn. And, again.
So she's saying he pretty much held up business for her. So that's what she's suing for.
Yeah, she's suing him because he didn't pay her for the product, and it also put a hindrance on the rest of her business because that stopped her from getting upgraded.
That's what I figured it was going to be. And I was going to say that at first. I was going to say, seeing that she's like just like she's suing him for like loss of clients or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. She She's saying she lost nearly 400 million. Come on, lady.
400 million or 4 million?
I saw 4 million, but then I see like there's another one that says Dame Dash facing a new lawsuit of photographer who claims lost nearly 400 million. Yeah, it's 400 million. I thought it was 4 million, but it's actually 4. This does not help the case because you were like, what photos cost 4 million? No, what photo shoot costs 400 million? There got to be some major celebrities.
Dame not even worth 400 million. Dame he can't even like. Allegedly, Dame doesn't have access to $400 million, so he can't. If he can't even pay 800,000, he can't pay 400 million.
And how did they go up to 400 million from the photos originally costing 850,000? Like
the 850,000 is a movie, right? That's a completely
that's the movie joint. Okay, yeah, think about it. A movie, not saying
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly.
Yeah, like this. I'm not saying like photos are easier, but I would assume if Dame is only willing to drop 800, if he can only drop 850,000 on a whole movie with cast and actors and doing stuff over and over again, because ain't nobody gonna get it right first try for 850,000. You think he's gonna give you 400 million for some photos? I don't know, bro. And this ain't adding up.
Hey, do you know this, or if anybody in the chat knows it? So like on a movie set, is the director responsible for like the insurance and everything of the actors?
I think it's the company they work through,
Yeah, so like the actor signs on to the contract, and it's all included in their contract plan. I'm assuming
it's got to be, man.
Yeah,
I would hope so. It says he continued, it is impossible to conceive a jury could conclude that the professional photographer portfolio of thousands of photos as well as photography equipment could be worth 0, especially when the plaintiffs and the defendants both testified that the damages are in millions. A new trial is warranted under them circumstances. So he's going to get a new trial. It says Byrne also sued Dash all the way back in 2019 when she alleged that he touched her inappropriately while she was asleep at his house. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm not. That's not. This water that I will always tread lightly on. So yeah. Anyway.
But I think I got thoughts, but I'm not gonna speak it. But bro, like clearly there's a history. I'm gonna say this. There's got to be some history here. Something that is literally says is here's obviously some history here, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And
clearly, a soft spot was hit.
Says the latest issue comes after the music executive was ordered to sell his remaining shares in Roc-A-Fella Records, according to the legal documents, said it will make it clear an $823,000 debt the 52-year-old has racked up recently. The debt came from the civil. Yeah, so we already kind of covered that article. So still, I would assume it's worth a lot more than that. But that's just me. Let's head on. Speaking of that, we'll transition to Mase real quick. We won't be on this joint for like another 15 minutes. Mase recalls being scammed by a former business manager. He ran off with everybody money. Mase always claims somebody, you know what I'm saying? He said this stuff about like Diddy and stuff. Not this particular scenario, but you know, at some point, what responsibility do you put on yourself of like, man, making sure, you know, this ain't your first deal, but then again,
exactly, because you can't just keep saying, this person stole from me, this person did bad business on me, this person did this, did that. At some point, like you say, when do you educate yourself to realize that? Because if that's the case, you're gonna be the dummy in the situation every time.
Preach, bro.
So, like I'm saying, like you say, at some point, like you say, you got to take responsibility and take some type of literacy of what's going on. Like, you can't just keep saying it, especially at being a 30-something, 40-something year old man. You can't still, in this point, be saying, they took advantage of me. They took my money. At 40-something years old, if you don't know where every penny of your money is going and coming from, then you deserve everything that's coming to
you. Facts, man. You need to see. That's what I'm saying. You can hire like a personal accountant, but you still should have from what I got from, I haven't never had one, but before they even start moving the money, they're supposed to notify you, and you have to hit approval each and every time. But some people don't probably set it up that way. Maybe that they charge more for that feature. You know, I don't know. The rapper said he couldn't find the person who ran off with his and other people's money. So he didn't say who the other people is, but we'll see real quick. Says Mase recalled a story where a former business manager ran off with his money and several others who worked with him. On One-on-One, the latest episode of Cam and Mase, it is what it is, sports talk shows. Murder Mase told, I didn't know he go by Murder Mase.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Told me that the story of how his lost money thanks to a crooked business manager. According to the Harlem native, this whole thing happened when they first signed the Bad Boy Records. Is he taking low-key shots at Diddy right here? I hope you got to let it go, bro. I'm not saying, but who else, you know? Obviously, the person was somehow connected with Diddy, according to Mase, you know, allegedly to this article. This is my thing. If it was really this, how you know the deal, probably he didn't pay attention to what he signed, in my opinion, and alleged, is because if it was a real argument, and if this, not saying it didn't happen, but our obviously legal side of things ain't nothing he could do because you would have did it. And if attorney could tell you like, all right, cool, I'll take you pro bono because I know we're gonna get X amount of millions. But the way this is, there's no way we can lose. But obviously that attorney was
it's clearly that the contract and the legalities of it are over with, and he can clearly speak about it now. You know, that's all that is. You know, there's everything all in the clear and all settled long time ago. And now he can speak on it.
Now he's going to Bad Boy, and it's like, this is the thing he says.
Yeah, because now he can actually say something about it, you know?
Says, when I first got to deal with Bad Boy Records, right? I think it was my first business manager. He thinks it was his first, so he forgot who the guy is. Says he ran off not just with my money, he ran off with everybody's money, so we ain't have no money to pay taxes. Mase recall this N-word ran off with everybody's money, like we couldn't find them, and it was so easy to just say, oh, DMX ain't got no money because of this. And why did DMX get in this? He says this.
First off, like, I'm gonna remember a life-changing moment like this. I don't remember everybody that was in the room. I remember every name, every face. So how are you gonna say, especially if this is your business manager?
Right.
So that means you guys are working pretty hands on with each other, you know, pretty
Yeah,
much damn near side by side. So how you gonna say you don't remember who it was?
yeah. He said he barely remembers. He says this person ain't got no money because of that and that. And when I look back, I think a bunch of us. I think it was. I don't want to say nobody name, but it was a few rappers more than a handful. All right, bro. Then don't
Mm,
why tell the
sounds
story
like
at
the whole
all?
bad boy. Sounds like the whole bad boy roster.
Right. Why even tell the story at all if you're not gonna,
Well, I mean, more than a few rappers also complained about Bad Boy and not getting paid. So
what only person that hasn't truly complained that said they did everything they were supposed to do was like French Montana.
French is also new age Bad Boy.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
new age bad boy. Like I think he was the last of the dying breed for a bad boy records, bro.
Yeah, let's go back to let's say what? Let's go back to as early as 2010 Bad Boy.
Yeah, I
You
see
know,
that.
as late as 2010 Bad Boy.
They had
You know,
MGK too. Machine Gun Kelly.
yeah. Well, something told me MGK deal was set up a little bit different than everybody else's.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you know.
Um, says Mase recently had some words with Shannon Sharp, who called him a gangster pastor last week. The former Bad Boys record artist took time out of "It Is What It Is" to call up Sharp for an acting
Yeah,
differently
thank
with.
you for that. Thanks for the article calling him Sharp and not Shay Shay.
I know, right? For acting differently with black people, but not having the same energy when Skip Bayless gave him friction. Says, listen, Shannon, I'm not the one to play with. Okay, Mace. This is what Mace said. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to take that road. I'm going to take a different road with you. Listen, let me start with respect and let me end with class, okay? You started out being very aggressive with Ja Morant's pops at a Lakers game. If you are for black people, this is the way you carry yourself. Come on, Mace, you reaching, bro.
I just feel like celebrities are very sensitive,
I was thinking that word. I was
very
thinking that.
sensitive people, man, because they're very fragile. Their egos are very easily broken because, like I say, obviously they have themselves on a like this status pedestal, and you know, like you can't say anything like negative about them, you know, because it kind of like it kind of then they think, the whole world thinks this about me now, you know.
True, true. So let's transition to Yak real quick. He has finally been released from jail after 2 months, and then immediately, I don't know if you've seen the video flown around. Right when he was released, he's throwing rocks at the reporters outside. Now, if he hits one of those, which I'm not saying he did or didn't, because I don't know, that's going to be assault. Do you really want to? Right when you get out, you want to be going right back in the same day? You know,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's like you're gonna get the minimum, but you already this my thing. Obviously, he got some stuff still pending, right? If you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta walk a tightrope, buddy. And the camera's on. The thing is, Kodak, music wise, is doing everything right, but controlling himself. You know what I mean? Like he is a great artist. He is like I'm not gonna say he everybody wants to give him the lyrical capability, but I'm gonna say Kodak is more of a wordplay, a wordsmith, you know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like if you listen to him talk, you're like, how the hell do you know this is coming from you? But some of his songs definitely bang, you know. Um, but you gotta now that you're on this level, you gotta know how to carry yourself, and that's where I think maybe this is where the what is it, artist development, you know, because even if the rappers were the bad guys back then, they still was kind of moving somewhat, was trying to move somewhat, you know, respect. He's out, he's getting caught doing stuff. Ain't no, you're not even supposed to be seen. You're supposed to be in the crib, you know. Um, but it
Mm-hmm.
says Kodak Black got out of Miami Federal Detention Center on Wednesday after spending more than 2 months behind bars for violating his probation, and he didn't take too kindly to the journalist trying to cover his release. It says, according to TMZ, Kodak admitted to violating the terms of his supervised release by failing to contact his probation officer on a regular basis. Sounds like a family member.
Bro, this is off topic. I mean, it's on topic, but off topic, bro. I want to, for one, first question: who are these people that get the information to know that he's gonna be out that day? For one,
yeah,
like, and you
it's
know,
like when OJ got released, everybody knew.
Who are you, and who do you know? What do you do all day to get to just know information like this? Like, hey, Kodak Black's gonna be. Who's giving up? How does it get passed down so far to where, like I said, to where paparazzi is now outside because they know he's gonna get out? Like, who is this person that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the leaker, the information getter, giver, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My thing is, though, it should have been somebody properly picking him up.
what type of career? Like, is this an actual like career? Like, do they get? I got some information. Like, how do they scale what it's worth? You know,
that's the hard part. But I mean, obviously, they don't got some type of funding on it because people work hard at this, man.
But I'm saying, like, just what type? Like, is that a job?
It's got yeah,
finding out like that type of information. You
like
know what I'm
TMZ
saying? Like,
are paying people to just go follow these celebrities around and be on the clock around them.
But
like,
I'm saying, I know TMZ is obviously behind it, and I actually, you know what? Matter of fact, let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. This was set up. This was set up by the label and stuff to be for TMZ to be there when he got out. You know,
I don't know.
How
why
else-
would they want their
how
artists
else-
put
how
themselves
else
back
would
in
they-
danger?
Huh?
Why would they want their artists to get right back in trouble?
They can't predict the actions of what he's gonna do.
It sounds
They
like
can't
a
predict
reality
that he's
show.
gonna throw the rocks, but we can tell you that, hey, he's gonna be out today. This will look good for his image. He needs the promotion right now, so be there. You know.
It's crazy. He been locked.
But they can't predict. But they can't predict that he's gonna throw rocks and stuff.
Yeah, true. He still somebody should have been out there waiting to pick him up though. Why is he? You know what I mean? Where the family at?
No,
that's my question.
Probably out there all day. You know. And and like I said, as
Still,
soon as he walked out,
some family members.
as soon as he walked out of jail, you think that's the first thing he wants to see? Cameras on him, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Especially in a fucked up situation like that, getting out of jail and shit,
Yeah, but it sounds like a situation of like my family members, like all they got to do is report, and every time they. But the sad part in my area, they've been so nice. They let them know, like, hey, if you don't pull up in a couple days, we got to do what we got to do. And everything, and we gotta go through hell to find them. And then, hey man, what's going on? Like, man, I already did it. Like, oh, well, they think differently. You might, you know what I'm saying? What come is they argue with us.
They're the professionals at it,
Yeah, they argue with us, like, because we just like, hey, we just relaying the message, man. You do what you want to do. Like, already, like he's going off on us, and then get there and be a different person, because I guess
they know where you've been, just like you know where you've been, and we both know it's not there.
Exactly, right? Let's see. The 26-year-old was arrested December after he was found asleep behind the wheel in an SUV. He was charged with oxycodone possession, evidence tampering, and a traffic violation. His attorney, Bradford Cohen, disputed an additional claim that he was found to be in the possession of cocaine and presented lab findings proving otherwise. His lawyer sent a letter to Nick Sorrell, the mayor of the Plantation, Florida, over his client's arrest. Go ahead. What up?
No, Plantation in Florida.
Hey, that's deep south, bro. Yeah. It says the cocaine possession charge. It says the attorney also suggested the matter could result in federal civil rights claim. Civil court judge Duffy ended up dropping the oxycodone possession charge because they could not refute or negate the fact. Kodak prescription for the narcotic was found by the pharmacy as reported. So he had, like, the drugs he has a legal prescription for these. So
yeah, but they tried to charge him for the way he was taking them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
and I guess it
you
didn't.
can't like he can have the prescription. That's legal to have. You know, you can't really.
Hey,
It's up to him how he wants to take them.
my
Like
thing
he's
is,
got his
I
legal
want to
prescription.
know. None of my business, but how much is Kodak lawyer gotta be getting paid, bro? Because the thing is, like, he always in and out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why people always say he must love jail or whatever. But that's what I want to know is like, yo, why? I mean, none of my business, but dog,
I'm just gonna say I don't think he
the
personally.
label saying it, yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he personally has a lawyer.
yeah,
Because as much trouble as he gets into, he'd be broke already.
yeah, exactly. Let's transition to the Drake for Tory Lane, free Tory Lanez after 10-year sentence in Meg Thee Stallion shooting case. We've covered this from time to time. So, you know, Tory's doing that 10-year bid for the Meg Thee Stallion situation, whether he did it or not, still up in the air. Says Drake has publicly called for Tory Lanez freedom following the fellow Canadian August in 2023 sentencing to 10 years in Meg Thee Stallion shooting case. As Sunday turned on to Monday, Drake shared a series of uploads by his Instagram, including a photo of Lane's caption 3U. So the 3U means free you.
I hope so.
Like, are we old right now? Because I'm like, I know that's saying free you, but it's like 3U. That's not, come on, bro.
I hope that it means that.
He did the number 3 in
I
you.
know, I know, I saw it, but I hope that's got what it means. 'Cause I don't really understand it. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
like,
what
come on,
it
bro.
really
We
means.
old, bro. Like,
But yeah,
you think
I
Tory
don't
should
know.
be? What do you? I
Maybe
know
maybe
you think he's
maybe
suffered.
maybe that's something different. Maybe he is gonna get out.
I would say this. I feel like Drake. I feel like while Tory did not say anything to the public about what truly happened, I'm pretty
They say
sure.
if you have somebody like as influential as Drake behind you saying you're innocent, then I mean something's gonna be most likely done.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Saying like you got somebody, I mean, like you say, for one, not just on the fact that it's a fellow Canadian. Like I say, when you got somebody like Drake, one of the biggest artists, probably for sure in the top 5 artists in the world, um, then when you got somebody like that speaking on your name, then things, he can kind of make things happen.
Yeah, true.
Like if
That-
this was a Canadian jail, Tory probably wouldn't even. For one,
oh hell, he
Tory,
wouldn't
for one,
even.
Tory probably wouldn't have even went. He probably wouldn't even went to jail.
Yeah,
If this,
let's be real with that. So
yeah, he probably wouldn't have even went to jail. Even if this was, nah, this is happening in New York. Yeah, he probably would have went to jail because New York gun laws are just as strict as California gun laws.
yeah. Says over the past 3 years, Lanez has engaged in a pattern of conduct that was intended to intimidate Meg and silence her troops for being heard. Gaston said in a statement issued after the August 2023 sentencing.
I was like,
So,
who wrote that?
yeah, that was somebody on her side, you know.
He hasn't said anything.
Drake, meanwhile, has faced criticism in the past in connection with the case. Last year, the Summer Games sequel diner hit like on Lane's IG shared statement following his sentencing. The Sixth God also made headlines, and they're talking about Drake because he goes by the Sixth God over speculation about lyrics in his Circo Loco track. More recently, Megan, his track, spurred its own speculation with fans interrupting some choice lines for a reference to Drake. Oh God, man. Too much. So I think Tory is gonna have to do I'll say he gonna have to do at least a strong 3, because he's locally, because with good behavior, he should be out because he's doing 10 every year for good behavior, they knock off a certain percentage. So yeah, I would assume if he can get out in 3.5, that should be a win. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're almost gonna wrap this up. Busta Rhymes apparently involved in an altercation with the rapper Nipsey, man, and NYC nightclub. I don't remember how old Buster is. Okay, cool. Buster is 51 years old. Didn't even have to read this article all the way. Why is a 51-year-old getting into it with a 23-year-old, Dunks?
Because, like I said before, man, I feel like a lot of these celebrities, a lot of these like rappers and stuff get stuck in the age that they found fame at. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
So
like I
in
say,
Buster's mind, he's still 20-ish.
yeah, exactly. He's still living that 23-year-old party life, where his life changed at, you know?
Yeah.
So he still feel like he's that young, like he know he's old, but mentally he's still 23 and out there partying and with the best of them, And I'm
Can't
sure
be
that
stopped.
23-year-old probably almost got the best of you. Your boys had to come in.
Yeah. But there's Buster, like apparently both Buster and Nipsey made an appearance at ironically French Montana's album release party. So 126 song Mac and Cheese mixtape in New York. So apparently this is where the altercation went down. Apparently it's got to be some big like misunderstanding. It says the cause of the fight is unclear, but the video clip shows Nipsey being pulled down a short flight of stairs to the ground. Once he manages to get up, Busta appears trailing closely behind and gets into his face. An altercation of people swarming the men as they shoved their way into the crowded area of the club. Two security team members are seen attempting to stop others from entering the area because of the video abruptly stops. So,
But the way that went down, somebody's life had to be threatened because I'm sure. Well, no, because I'm sure, like if this kid is just threatening, man, I'll beat your ass, man. Buster, yeah, okay, come on. So I'm
yeah,
saying somebody's life had to be threatened or something,
yeah,
like for it to get that physical.
yeah. Something had to happen where it made them think that, man. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Buster too old out here to be roughing it up with a 23-year-old. So he must have really went out the way, but they drug him down them stairs from the
Maybe.
article.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and pretty much start wrapping things up for tonight. We've been on this joint for an hour and 33 minutes, man. We definitely touched some great topics. Dame Dash for sure. Jay-Z. Of course, we just talked the Busta situation. A lot of things going down on Music Monday as well. We talked Kodak, We went all over the place on this one, man. And this was
I got two sidebars. Like I said, I brought this up earlier. This is back on the Kodak situation. So today he also put a post up of himself fucked up, and he got some lyrics on the screen where it says, pretty much he says off of perk 30. So I didn't read it all fully, but yeah, pretty much he's saying that he is still on drugs doing the same thing, and he looks as fucked up as he did on Drink Champs.
Drink Champs was, I feel that was the worst one ever I've ever, you know what I mean? I feel bad for that one, bro.
Yeah.
That one's kind of like, that was kind of, that was one they should have just, cut the camera, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it, man. It ain't that deep, bro. Let's get this man some help.
Yeah.
Whether he wants it or not.
When people try to give him help, he pretty much told them, "Fuck you."
Yeah, but you got to get him. You got to get him away. The number one way, and I hate to say it, we'll use NBA YoungBoy for an example.
Oh, we're not gonna bring this guy up with the antics he's pulling.
All I'm gonna say is for people to
why you saying that with all them pills in your mouth like that for?
He's doing it for it's entertainment.
Of course, this is what's the point of that though? Like, okay, I guess.
So basically, what I was trying to say is how they had to pull NBA YoungBoy out of his environment for Yak to stay out of like jail for real. I wouldn't be surprised if he end up having to pick a random spot in a state that we don't really remember, and he has to be secluded over there to stay out of trouble or else. That's all I'm gonna say about Yak. Don't be surprised, and I don't wish that on him.
I mean, that may be the new thing. They'll just try to institutionalize them pretty much. Say like this. Say instead of, because clearly jail is the new way. Jail is the new thing. Because hey, all the homies there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they say we're
Yeah.
gonna, it's gonna be just like we in it, like kicking it anyway. So
Free
why
Fetty
don't we
Wap, man.
why don't we just put them in their home for 10 years and don't let them go anywhere?
That might as well be jail. You
That's what
just
I'm
more
saying. Yeah, exactly.
accountable.
Exactly. You're in a mental jail now. Because you're in a home, but you can't like go anywhere. You can't show it off to anyone. So you're mad, but you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Like so. That's enough to that alone. That alone will drive you mad.
Yeah. True.
So
True.
that.
So, but yeah, man. So this was a good one for sure. We touched Drake. We touched the Busta situation, throwing hands on a young buck. What else? We touched Yak, and then I believe we touched Dame Dash and the Jay-Z situation. So this was definitely a good one for tonight, man. But let's go and wrap things up for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Y'all smash the like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers, occasional trying hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. We will be back Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. In the meantime, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. And I'm going to let my homie take us out for the night.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This was a good one. I'm glad I was able to jump in on this one. We covered a lot of things, and hopefully Dame can get his stuff together. We don't want to see, the man out in the streets or, his streets and our streets are two different things, but still, we don't want to see the brother down bad, but yeah, besides that, it was a good one. And we'll be back Wednesday, and you guys hopefully join us then.
Most definitely, man. And we're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sun roof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sun roof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sun roof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sun roof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sun roof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the
music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I'm just worried that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Boy, you're all peace, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky